And it's always about 25 foot from the centre point. It's about 50 foot wide reading. Yes, I'm good. Look.
It's the whole fucking house.
It's the whole street.
Nothing out in the corridor. As soon as you put it in there, bang.
Does this field lead to a source?
Yes. Is it a physical location? No.
Will it lead back to a person?
In the last episode of the Now Investigations, we showed you a phenomena we had encountered on numerous cases since 2015, how we tried to eliminate natural causes, and the strange K2 meter conversation in 2016 with what we now believe was part of our continued contact with the Council of 12. This case is indeed very strange, but where it will lead us is beyond belief. So let's look at the evidence as we explore part 2 of this. But before we begin, we would love you to follow our journey as we present our evidence of the paranormal. So if you like what you see here, subscribe to the channel and enable notifications so you never miss a video. We would like to extend our deepest gratitude to those who have joined us and contribute their thoughts to our videos. Your input is very much appreciated. The content of this video is designed to encourage free thinking and debate, so please don't take our word for anything in this video. Do your own research and decide for yourself. I am Jared from Paranormal Now, and welcome to the Now Investigation.
Are you trying to help us find the answers about this field, please? Are you telling us because it is very important that we help this person regarding this matter, please? Right. Are there other people like this person that can do these things and manifest these things, please? Right. Is this person's ability awakening and becoming stronger? Can you tell us that, please?
That's a no then. Do they know what they're doing? With regards to the paranormal, do they know what they're doing?
Have they always had this ability? Right. Has something happened to this person to cause them to cause this field? Something?
Yeah.
Right. There we go.
Is it a relationship breakdown? Right. Are they sound of mind and body? Yes.
No, I thought of something else.
What do you think?
Are they being influenced by something negative?
Right, yes. Is this person possessed?
Is this person being influenced by something negative, please?
It was just went fucking big.
Yeah. Is this person being influenced by something else? Can you tell us that, please? Is this person being influenced by something else?
Yeah.
Right.
Is it human? Whatever she's been influenced by, is it human? Is it demonic? Yes. Yeah, we got it. It's very low, but it's a similar sort of thing.
You've got a proper pulse symbol, but
Zoom in on that. There we go.
yours is pulse symbol.
It's, oh yeah, my battery's slightly low, guys, so that is why the green light on the front, the green light there, is dimmer, because the battery on the K2 is running low.
So let's take a look at the evidence from this conversation and see if we can find any basis to the answers we are getting by looking at the answers to the questions. Is this field paranormal? Answer, yes. So if this conversation is to be believed, then the source of this field is something that we would deem unconventional, anomalous, or perhaps even unexplained by conventional means. During our investigation, we considered and tested a range of causes that could have been responsible, including local electrical sources, trying to establish patterns of time frames of which this field would appear, and tracking the field geographically. To the best of our research, it only appears during cases of paranormal phenomena. So, for the moment, considering the evidence I will present later in the video, we are leaning towards the possibility that this is a paranormal phenomena. Is it easier for sensitive people to pick up this field? Adding again more fire to the argument that this is indeed a paranormal phenomena, this is definitely rather odd, as we have multiple videos that evidence this signal only reveals itself when certain people are holding the device, demonstrated by Hugh in the last episode. We have received video evidence of this signal through others, so we know it is not exclusively linked to myself or Richard. Is this field trying to lead us somewhere? Now this is interesting, as if you notice we ask the same question twice but in a different way. Is this field trying to lead us somewhere, and is this field trying to take us somewhere? When we asked the question for lead, the K2 answered yes. The working assumption at the moment is that this field is not trying to lead us to a location, more so perhaps guiding us in a specific direction. We now further believe this to be true after the revelations we have found during our subsequent sessions. Is it caused by the Earth? Answer, yes. The Earth has a geomagnetic field that protects the planet against the radiation from the Sun. This is what compasses use to find magnetic north, what birds use to migrate from place to place during different seasons. But what is more widely accepted in the realms of the esoteric is that the Earth has energetic lines known as ley lines, lines of energy that crisscross over the Earth's surface and interact at different points. Most sacred sites around the Earth are built on these ley lines, including Stonehenge in the UK, and it is said that the energy is more powerful when these lines intersect. Our best research at the moment suggests that the closest intersection point to these locations is Penturk Mountain, located near Cardiff. Could these energy lines have something to do with why we are picking up these signals? We also asked, however, if the field is localized to this area, and the answer was no, so the catalyst is not geographic in nature, at least not on a local scale, and may have something to do with other factors like the activity going on at a specific case or location. Does this field lead to a specific person? Now remember last episode when I mentioned that these questions have been answered but not in the way we expect? Well, this is a prime example. When we asked these questions, we had only picked up this phenomena within a 30-mile radius, and therefore it was safe to make the assumption that it led to a specific person who may have been affecting the area in some way. The answer turned out to be much broader. We now believe it is not one specific person, more a person within a situation we are investigating who perhaps is psychically active. I mentioned about the energy field of the Earth. However, we humans have an electromagnetic field, often referred to as an aura. However, it is a field of electromagnetic energy that surrounds the human body, and was scientifically proven when it was photographed accidentally by Russian engineer Simeon Kirlian in 1939 during experiments with conductive plates attached to living things. But it was not until 1970s that it was pushed even further with the development of the supposed aura cam by Silicon Valley engineer Guy Coggins. The camera is used today, with versions now released commercially, said to be able to photograph the human energy field, although this technology has been called into question by some scientific practitioners for having no scientific practicality. But is this changing? In 2010, Russia Today published a report on a Russian scientist who is developing a technique that can use this type of imaging technology to diagnose early onset of illness. It has been a long-held spiritual belief that our thoughts create our reality, and our ability to use this energy field has been around for thousands of years. It is central to most martial arts practices, Kung Fu and Ki Aikido being two examples, and experts in this can use this energy in very real ways. One method is the Japanese healing technique known as Reiki, a technique where the energy field of the healer can interact with the energy field of the recipient to promote healing of an ailment, wound, or sickness. So not only can this energy field store information, perhaps it is capable of sending and receiving it as well, and may also provide insight someday into how psychic ability, telepathy, and ESP work on a scientific level. So, is this what we are picking up on? A real manifestation of something being broadcast by an experiencer of paranormal activity within their home? Is the person generating a portal? One of the other things we were told is that the person was a female. In the specific case we were investigating at the time of the interview, the person was indeed female, but as we mentioned, we had received video evidence from another person who recorded this phenomenon in their home. This person was female, psychically active, and indeed having activity around them. When a psychic gives a reading or receives a booking from a customer, they may have visitation from the person's loved ones before the reading takes place, and will sometimes gather information from the spirit to bring into the reading. In the same way, a psychic will also attract spirits that are lost in need of help to cross over to the other side. Think of it like someone holding a candle in the middle of a crowd. The spirit will see the light as someone who may be able to help them and will follow that person. If a person is experiencing a lot of activity in their home, spirits can be attracted to that activity. We have found this through multiple conversations with the ghost box in the past. So is the activity causing other spirits to come in, knowing that if this person experiencing the initial activity gets the help they need, then perhaps so will they? The conversation had provided more questions than answers, but it was not until December of 2016 that we were able to gather more insight, and not until now that we have been able to understand this message in many ways. This is one of the reasons this episode has been delayed for so long. As usual, we picked up a signal in a home, so decided to do a ghost box session and see what we could find.
Yeah, so your recollections are, so you're facing
What, is it coming out? Are you going over there?
Yeah, I'm flat out there. I'm flat out yellow here.
Can you see that on the camera there?
Are you going to climb over the bed?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Right, I'm going to try it in the next one, Jack, because I need to know.
Should we go then?
Yeah, probably.
Signal's not so strong there. Okay. What's your phone number?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking craziness, that is.
It's that signal, but.
Hey?
Got full signal there. Right. I'm going to back up a minute. Back up.
Oh, Fred, why?
Oh, it's going like mad there now.
Why, I knew we would get it tonight. I knew it was going to do that. That's to do with that spot, I'm telling you. Something. Is Spirit here with us now? Hello there. Hello. Solo a couple of times. Can you give us your name? Are you the people we spoke to about this field? About this field. Can you tell us anything about this field, please? Is this field around the area? Is it connected to a specific person? Can you give us something that would help us with this field, please? Throughout our interactions with the Council of 12, they have always referred to the Earth herself as a living, conscious being. The Earth has a spirit, and it is a feminine spirit. To these beings, the word person is not just limited to humanity. So this begs the question, was the person they talking about the Earth herself? Sounds strange, doesn't it? The message then goes on to talk about several changes that are happening to the Earth right now in 2018, again pointing to May 2018. So this creates another question. Is this signal them? Is it their way of telling us they want to communicate with us? We also know that these communications can come through in dreams, meditation experiences, and other forms of psychic and paranormal phenomena. So, if this is true, are others receiving this information on some level? Is the portal we are sensing a gateway they are generating to be able to communicate with us? The truth at this present moment is we cannot tell for sure. What we can tell you is that according to them, we are entering a time of change on this planet, and it will be a rocky road. Join us next time, where we will examine more of this evidence. I am Jared from Paranormal Now, and thank you for joining me on this Now investigation. We will see you very, very soon. It won't be that much of a wait this time, guys, because we've already got a lot of the footage done. So the next episode will be coming very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.